Oh man, you know where we are going to start. Oh,
that's my favorite Duran Duran song. By the way,
that's the only Duran Duran song I know.
That's facts. That's facts. Man, bro,
you probably know some Duran Duran songs. You just don't know it's Duran.
That is Duran Duran. Okay.
I'm
with you. Shout out to Wolves. Shout out to own goals. Shout out to capitulation. Like it's so good. Arsenal are who we thought they.
Oh yeah! Shout out to that the French goob from Meet the Robinsons.
Oh my gosh!
I was like, what is he talking about?
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I was dumb and was like, I'm not even gonna pay attention to this match. And then thank goodness to the Slack chat. And then it was just up talking cash stuff on the social media. I'm just posting songs, just hating via songs and lyrics. That is my favorite way to talk smack, is through music. Oh my gosh.
Can I give a quick shout out real quick as we start the episode? Please. Just want to say shout out to Trev. Just want to say shout out to Devin. Shouts to the homies.
Ken Kimber.
Hope y'all having a good week.
Ken was the one who said that they were going to win a quadruple on the list stream.
Shouts to Ken.
Also shouts out to Dean. Shouts out to Coach. Shouts out to Mitch.
Shouts to Gabby.
And
Megan. Shouts to Gabby, our
shout out to Megan.
DT. What up, DT?
Just naming Arsenal people.
I just want to say shouts. I didn't say why. I said I'm going to say shouts. I mean, give people love. What up? What up? Shout out to Troops. Shout out to Rory. Shout out to all y'all. It's got to feel terrible, bro. Like, to live this again, it's like Groundhog's Day, except it's Groundhog's Year. It's like the same story. There's a whole banter song. I posted it in the Slack. I didn't know this song existed before today, but it's perfect. It's like, by December, you think you're doing great, and then you fall apart, and then you come with this bunch of excuses, and it's just like the same cycle over and over again. Bottle FC. That's what y'all do.
Why y'all trucking lying? Y'all always lying. Ooh, you full of shit. Why you always lying? Oh my gosh. Thank you, Arsenal, for bringing us joy. Appreciate you.
You know the vibes. Shady gang, shady gang, shady gang.
Welcome to Season 5, Episode 170 of Shades of Blue.
This is culturally inappropriate.
We are the most comprehensive show about Manchester City, covering both the men's and women's game, spanning both sides of the Mason-Dixon line. We making art over here. Capitalize the A. I am Crunk Chocolate. I'm here with the show bros, Tom Bomb, Sharpie Charlie, Tarek. How's it going? How you doing? How you feeling?
I feel like a wolf today. Like, I just want to howl. Like, I just feel like the moon is full. Like, it feels good.
Oh, you can say the blue moon is full. Hey.
Inside of you, there are two wolves. One will win the championship. The other shouldn't be left around your collection of Mexican Coke. Why? Because they're going to bottle it.
Oh my god. Oh man. Shout out to Mexican Coke. That, if you don't know, add a little bit of that to the carnitas, the final 20 minutes of your carnitas. That's really what makes it hit. If you don't know.
Ooh,
Now you know.
okay. I appreciate you putting us up on game.
Oh, shout out to the third child for our intro. If you're watching on YouTube, like that video. Subscribe if this is your first time here. What's up? Leave a comment of what you thought on the episode. If you're listening to the audio only journey, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Good Pods, any of those streaming services that allows you to rate, please give us that 5 stars, 10 out of 10, max it out, double thumbs up, whatever that reviewing system is. Give us the perfect score. Leave a review. It boosts us in the algorithm, pushes us in front of other most dope football lovers as yourself. Those are free ways to support the pod. If you want more content, fantastic content, learn more about City, our opponents, all things in just the world of football, we have a Patreon for $6 a month. That is where you can get these episodes out early, ad-free, our match previews, back at it with Chopping It Up. Have a whole next 3 weeks is basically booked up with guests. Out now is the conversation with Jack Gone. You know, we talked about Pep, Rodri, Foden, Oscar Bob, the whole Trafford nonsense. We got into it. It was fun. Then our match preview, I had Elijah Newsom of Coming Home Newcastle talked the game this weekend, City versus Newcastle. Then shout out to Sky Blue Times, Bailey Wynn, and then 9320 Hassan Naeem. Welcomed on. He just moved back to England. The homie Theo Lloyd Hughes, chatted with him. And then Rich Laverty, he's a women's football writer. Really great conversation with him. And once the Olympics get done, we're going to be welcoming back on Shireen Ahmed. Plenty of things to talk about. So subscribe, $6 a month gets you plenty of goodness. Today, we are talking, like always, all things City. We lots of wins. The win against Salford, we'll talk about that. 2-0, kind of a bummer, but a win's a win. We move. Then we will discuss our FA Cup opponent, because the draw was on Monday, so we know who we will be facing up next. We're the only Premier League team that I think also drew another Premier League team, so that was a kind of annoying. And then we have the match this weekend against the team we drew in the next round of the FA Cup. And our Man City women's segment, Baby Blue Baddies, we got a big win against Leicester City to just hardy har about. There is a player touchdown, missed the field goal, but we got the touchdown. And they have a player on that squad that I would like to see in Sky Blue. So we'll talk about that and look ahead to FA Cup against Sheffield United. All right, okay. Actually, before we get into all things Man City, let's talk about this stupid ass Ratcliffe. Pep, again, speaking up in the defense of people out there who just stay getting minimized. This case, it's immigrants because of Jim Ratcliffe's awful comments in a discussion about UK's economy, spreading hateful rhetoric and misinformation at that. Like, not only was he wrong, he was loud about his wrongness. So, quote, he said,
strong and wrong,
and it's the worst combination. He said, you can't have an economy with 9 million people on benefits and huge levels of immigrants coming in. I mean, the UK has been colonized. It's costing too much money. He continues, the UK has been colonized by immigrants, really, hasn't it? I mean, the population of the UK was 58 million in 2020. Now it's 70 million. That's 12 million people, end quote. At least he can do math, I guess. But it's the wrong kind of maths. According to the Office of National Statistics in England, the population was 58 million people, but not in 2020, like Ratcliffe said. You have to go all the way back to 2000. In 2020, there were approximately 67 million people, and then 70 million in 2024. So that's a 3-year increase, or 3 million people increase in a couple of years. So what is even more wild is Jimmy Boy is an immigrant of his own. He lives in Monaco right now. He lives in France. You always find, again, the strongest, the loudest, the wrongest people just can't even take their own like problems they have for people to heart.
I mean, all this says to me, and we know this, there are no good billionaires. You can't be a good person and be a billionaire by definition. You've had to exploit people. So Jim Ratcliffe has exploited people for decades. He also just lets you out loud know how he feels about people of color in his home country. And as you said, he's a tax evader because he's a billionaire. He doesn't want to pay taxes. He doesn't want to pay his fair share to one of the best national health services, to all the things that they do for people in the UK. He's a piece of shit. And that's okay. And we could also talk about another piece of shit that's pretty close to Monaco that coaches in Portugal if you want later. But yeah, Jim Ratcliffe, POS.
And what's wild,
Tom, your thoughts?
is if you look at just United's last game against West Ham, out of the 20 players that United had on the matchday squad, only 4 of them are English. Manu, Maguire, Shaw, and Heaven. Though in a couple of them, their parents immigrated to England. So like for him to say something about that, he's trying to, insult the poorest of the poor, but you insulted 9/10 of your team. Like, it's insane.
I'm gonna be real honest, Crunk. I couldn't get past anything in that quote that you read after you said that you read that he said England has been colonized. And at that point, I just checked out because, like, my guy, my guy, sir. This coming from somebody whose country used to say, like, the sun never sets on our empire, and now you're gonna talk about, if you don't get the entire, it's Lent and Ramadan, and I'm trying to be better about choosing my words more intentionally and to spark more positivity.
Oh, I like that.
And just to play into the most base political trope that you can, just, and what was he was on a panel saying this?
Yeah, it was like an English CNN type where they were talking about the economy and like ways that it could grow, it could be better, and naturally he was talking about how
I need him and Mark Cuban to do themselves both a favor. Throw your phone away. Disconnect your internet service. Take a baseball bat to all your laptops and computers and such. You don't need to be in front of cameras. You don't need to be, because you just. I've witnessed this recently. A rich person saying something in front of a camera and not realizing the gravity of what they said. And it wasn't to this magnitude, but it's still jarring. And it allows you to know that, like, oh, these people have no self-awareness whatsoever, like, at all. So I would just encourage the both of them to just log off. Just log off. Like, we don't need to see you. We don't need to hear from you. You don't need to, like, take no pictures with nobody, be anybody magazine, on anybody's television show. You don't need to have you don't need to have a Twitter account, an X account, Instagram, Blue Sky, Twitter, Reddit, LinkedIn, Christian Mingle, whatever. You don't need none of those. Just log off. Just log the fuck off.
Bro said Christian Mingle. Oh my goodness. And he naturally did what all of these fake people do with the awful apologies.
I was taken out of context.
No, it wasn't even that. I am sorry that my choice of language has offended some people in the UK and Europe and caused concern. So yeah, that was awful. And shout out to Pep being the amazing human he is. He gave him grace and was like, hey, he technically already apologized, but
it is all around the world, the problem that we have in all around all the countries. Like we treat the immigrant people, so the people come from another country. That is a problem that our countries we have, and is a big problem, because the fact I am a Catalan and you are British, what influence we had when we were born with mom and dad, right? And we were born in there, and I think everybody want to have a better life. Every people want to have a perspective to have a better future for themselves, for the families, for the friends, or for whatever. And sometimes opportunities comes in the place where you were born and the place that maybe you go. So that's why the moment we start, the color of the skin or the place where you were born don't make a difference. The moment we are starting, still we have a lot of work to do about that.
Pep, we love you. Truly thank you. So let's move on to this match versus Salford. Thank you again to Danny of One Up Front blog for coming on and doing the match preview. I wrote some good words that he put on his blog. That was nice. Pep believes that if the squad is healthy, the club will have a good chance to win all competitions they participate in, admitting that he would rather be in Arsenal's position in the league. Would he though now? Saying even if they were 4 points ahead with 12 games ago, he wouldn't be relaxed. But now imagine if you're 4 points behind. So it's even less relaxed. Pep was asked if it's good to be playing every 3 or 4 days because it's good experience. It keeps the players in form.
In that moment, it depends how many players you are available. You cannot in March and April where you are not every single. So even with that, we can be all the squad for more or less 1 or 2 inches. It's normal, but not 7, 8, 9 players. You cannot do that. But in that position we have in the knockout stage, even being fit, everyone, you can be out. Yeah, of course. But you can compete.
Pep did say Kovacic is training on grass and could be returning soon. What is soon? Who knows, obviously. But that we know, Savio's on the way. Doku's on the way. Diaz just joined. So we're getting the team back. And then the last bit before we get into the match, Phil Foden. And him coming off the bench a lot lately was a topic. If he has to earn his starting spot back, because his recent run of lackluster performances, is Pep worried about the lad?
He has to recover himself good and just focus and play football and go to fish. I love fishing, and that's when he is that, the field is back and will be back. It's not 20 centuries ago like was the best player in the Premier League. It was around the corner. Yeah? It was not much seasons ago. So this is Phil Foden. So just to be relaxing his mind, the joy and smile and happiness and play and play and play. He will play every day. Not all the players, me neither. I don't like to play every single 3 days. He will play football every day. Every day. And when you have this gift, so it's just to be, relax and do it.
And unfortunately, this match, we didn't see the best of many of the players, and we'll get into it, but Phil was one of them. Starting 11 was Trafford, Allian, Huzanoff, Stones, Nori, Lewis, Gonzalez, Cherky, Foden, Reinders, and Marmouche. Overall, the match really was a bummer, but there were 2 goals. That was nice. Snore fest of a match again. I will keep saying that. 2 goals in the match. First was an own goal. It was a low fizzing cross by Nori. It appeared that it was finished by Marmouche, but a Salford defender was the one who got a leg on it. It took Pep bringing on O'Reilly, Gahey, Semenyo, and Rodri to save us. Set-piece goal, Shirky's shot was pushed right in front of Gahey, who scored his first for Man City. Obviously, there's the Marmouche goal that was taken away, the glory of the FA Cup. I guess let's start here. City ran it up on Salford last season. Salford, I assumed they would do a better job than the previous because now they know what to expect. You know, you always kind of have this blind brashness the first time as the underdog playing a team like City, and then you get 8 points put on you or 8 goals put on you, and you go, all right, let's try to do better. We all were expecting at least 4 goals. We were either 4, 5, or 6. And so Sharpie and I did the watch along. Like, Mans was yawning in like the 60th minute. I legit thought I was going to lose Sharpie during the watch along. So we'll start with you, Tarek. What I guess stuck out most from this match for you? Was it Salford's?
Nah, it was boring.
That's it?
It was boring. But the reality is, I think their manager came out and said that they had done 11 versus 14 in training. You know, so they were training with 3 extra attackers, trying to be as defensive as they could. Oh. So when you come out and then you now play us with a normal 11 versus 11, it feels easy. All you got to do, and what they came to do, was just not get stomped out like they did last year. Last year, they had a decent season. We came in, or we beat them 8-0, and then they went on to kind of fall apart after that. So the manager's just like, I just don't want to fall apart. We're not going to win this game, but we just can't fall apart. We can't get embarrassed, can't be demoralized when we leave out of here. So he came in to try to be defensive and keep it tight, and they did that just fine. They had a couple chances here and there, you know, maybe could have snuck it, but he did what they needed to do. But it was never really intended to be, let's go out and actually try to win it. It was just keep it close. And they did better than I thought, because I think I said 4. So they did better than I thought. But you move on. It was definitely not a good performance from our standpoint. But if a team is only coming out to just defend, what do you expect to do? So
I know that Thomas Tuchel was not happy with that. First of all, I think we all owe Merseyside's finest, Mr. Glass himself, John Stones, an apology, because it is before the World Cup, and we did see him.
Y'all. That was y'all. Let alone specifically you, Tom Bomb.
There's a international break coming up. He'll be good through that.
Tom was when are we gonna see him? Sharpie, it was you two. Well, actually, no, Tarek, you went crazy. You know, it was y'all.
I mean, I'm not going. I don't know what I said, but I stand by whatever I said. Dude. Like, you called him Mr. Glass. Dude is always hurt, and just because he played one game and made it through, that's great. How many? But
that was the thing. He didn't play a great game either. No. Like it would be different if he came in and balled, but no, he was like, you're just kind of average and ordinary. Sorry.
What were your thoughts on the facial hair? The facial hair.
I mean, bro, you do you, John Stone.
You weren't a fan? I thought it looked nice on him.
I need a clean shaven John Stone.
Little Bizarro World. He looked like he was trying to be a modern
like a
007 bad guy.
Yeah, I didn't love it.
That's fair.
It's interesting, putting this match in a historical context, and as far as we played the same team last year, stopped it out 8-0, they fell apart the rest of the season. Their manager said, nope, not again. And I think that for that City squad, in order to even honest, like based off of the way that the season was going at the time that we played them, the team needed that match, that they needed that result in order to even qualify for Champions League, because like it was looking that dire. And I look at this team this season, they didn't necessarily need that confidence boost in the middle of the season. Like, I feel like they already know that they are good. Like, and even if, like, you know, their manager had them training 11 on 14, you know, for 4 training sessions out of the week, like, it was the FA Cup and we got the result that we needed. Like, we moved, just like you said at the beginning, we moved. Like, so, no, it's not the performance that you want, but that's the magic of a cup run. Like, as long as you get the result, it doesn't really matter.
Okay. I've been waiting for this for 4 days. Literally nobody, no podcast, no YouTube posts, no Instagram posts, no TikTok. Nobody has mentioned the fact that that was one of the worst offsides calls that any of us have ever seen. It happened in the 23rd minute. Beautiful ball, I believe, from Kuzanov, right? Kuzanov goes on the right. He plays in Marmoush. Marmoush hits it first time, top bends across keeper. An amazing goal that nobody will care about. It hasn't cared about in the last 4 days. If the right call is made, or I'm sorry, if VAR is allowed, who knew? We go up to get that 5-6 goals, maybe 7. Like, because it's 2 goals in the first 23 minutes, and now we're just going to walk all over them. But that one call goes against us. The whole match shifts. And, of course, City's not going to be too aggressive because we don't need to be. We don't have to go get a number. You just have to score one more than the other team, right? So we kept a clean sheet. Subs came on for a little bit, put it away, ho-hum. But I hate that Marmoush lost that moment, because what happens is, somebody said on the pod, is like, this is a great time to stat pad. So Marmoush gets his goal. Okay, now Phil, you get your assist, and then you get your goal. And then, like, we're just having fun out here, and that's how you get to 8. That's how McAtee gets a hat trick, right? Like, everybody's just rolling. But we didn't get a chance to roll. We never got loose. And so that part sucked. And that's why I was bored and I was frustrated. That's the thing, I was pissed off from that and never recovered. So I couldn't imagine being a player on the pitch knowing that got taken away from us when everybody in the world saw he was easily onside.
He was
happened.
right in line. That there's no reason that linesman should have missed that call. He was right there. I don't understand how how you get to be a linesman in a you know, a cup match. How did you get to that level if you can't make that call?
Yeah.
Because
middle school
PGMOL
coaches would have been mad if you to miss that call.
Cheeks, that's why.
Yeah. But that's why I would never be anti-VAR. Like, you need something for offside.
Yeah.
Like,
between that and the John Stones should have been a penalty in the box. We could have easily gone into halftime 3-0 instead of 1-0, and it would have felt completely different. But because we didn't, and then we struggled to get a goal until late, it just feels like, oh, we didn't really play very well. If we get those goals, no one probably even has that consideration.
Oh. But again, job well done, and everybody's healthy. Holland got a week off, or more than a week now. So happy for that.
Because the game, as everybody's saying, hey, it is what it is. We scored the 1 goal. We moved on. Foden wasn't great. Marmoush, understandably, because you just got like a really great goal that you worked hard for, get taken away, but he wasn't necessarily fantastic. Reinders, again, wasteful. Shirky did his thing for a little bit, but no one really showed up and showed out. And yes, the whole Salford practice doing that 11 versus 14, that was brilliant. And they tried really hard and they had their chances. And we weren't expecting another 8 on them, but to only get this 2, to struggle to get this 2, like, it worries me a little bit. It does. It really does. Because now they have like a week off to possibly get more cold and play Newcastle, which we'll get to. And we don't obviously have to stay on it long. I'm just Like, I don't know. I'm not too worried. Like, I'm always going to back the boys, but I would have liked to see a better performance out of them.
Yeah, move.
Yeah, we'll keep it moving because this match is what this match is. But so Pep gave the players 3 days off because there was a midweek match. Here he is on the importance of a break.
But it's important to be fresh in your mind. I learned in this country when you can give day off, they get day off. But the schedule is so tight, and that's why you have people can travel with the families, different environment. Just change a little bit. They come back after with 3 days prepare Newcastle game and after Leeds. I think will be good for us. That doesn't mean when we go we play disaster and maybe we lose the pipe that we have right now. Maybe I don't know, but I think everybody need it. Staff, backroom staff, everyone clean the minds. Have been so demanding. Always it is, especially with a lot of injuries that we had in November, December. So it's really important to have this.
And Pep, what about you? Do you have some plans?
Listen, I get day off for me. For me. Of course I have plans.
And no, I'm not going to tell you. So Pep said he wasn't really calm about the match overall, and he wasn't sure about the match until City got their second goal. He said the players did spend a lot of time trying to process where to go with the ball, didn't read the spaces in attack well enough. He said, quote, "The good news is we are through." He also said things were flat, slow, and not good. More because the players didn't read the game. He didn't want to blame fatigue or too many matches played. He did say maybe he didn't translate what they should have done to be more fluid. He even used the word boring to describe the game. And McAdoo got a start, and he gave the kid, he was like, hey, he's a 17, 18-year-old. Like, we should.
Wait, he didn't get a start. He was injury replacement.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. My bad. He came on. So he got good playing time, but he gave him bail and was like, he's a kid. Honestly, the reason why he didn't do well is because the ball didn't move fast enough to get him the chance to take advantage of what he does best, which is 1v1s. And every single time the ball got to him, he struggled. That's why when the subs were made, the players were a little more calm. They set him up for success, and he cooked in the latter stages of the match. Oh, yeah, that Alien injury, too. So, yeah, between Alien getting injured and then the call getting taken off, yeah, all the energy from the match was just, like, gone. So, yeah. All right, Newcastle on Saturday. Out of 36 matches that these two teams have played each other in all competitions, Man City have won 28 of them, and 4 draws, 4 wins. It's been a beat.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Not our history, none of that. I'm looking back at the last game, and they embarrassed y'all at St. James's Park. Y'all boys better go get it back in blood. That's all I know.
Wait, who? What game?
You talking about? Oh, in November. Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about the EFL game. Okay, fair. Okay, I was like, we won that one. Yeah, but yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what happened? Okay.
Oh man. Okay, so well, I mean, Tom, you want blood? What do you see? What do you got for a prediction?
If we don't win this match, at least by 3-1, we should be embarrassed. Like, and I get that, like, Newcastle had a great result today.
The quarterback
jumped on that. I mean, jumped on that team early. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. I don't care about none of that. Like, y'all better get it back in blood. Like, that match, like, not even getting a draw in that match after we equalized, like, that right now, that is almost the difference between the league. Like, being in first and being in second. So
almost
get it back 3-1. Like, you got to.
No,
Derek, how you feeling, bro?
No Shar, no Livermento, no Bruno G in this match. Emil Kraft, and Lewis Miley might be back. Johan Wisa might be back, but Wisa has missed most of the season due to injury. So even if he does play, it'll be like a sub. We probably won't know what to expect.
Probably like an 80th minute sub too.
Yeah. So, Tarek, what are you thinking?
I don't feel nearly as strongly as Tom, but I'm gonna say it's a 2-1, maybe a 1-0, but 2-1.
I'll take that though. What you got, Sharpie?
Yeah. I was looking at their lineup today in the Champions League match, and they had to go out strong because you can't risk coming back and being down a goal. So they took care of business, and that lineup has a really good front five with Gordon as a striker, Valtamata and Willock attacking mids.
Valtamata in midfield was interesting.
Yeah, that's why he's really like a second striker, but he's just tall. And then Barnes and Alenga on the outside. But I always look at Kieran Trippier as food because he's old. And I also look at Dan Burn as food because he's old and slow. They're both old, white, and slow. I rate Lewis Hall. He's had a really good year, probably going to play for England. They don't have Bruno, as you said. So, I think we are going to be informed. We're going to be rested. We're going to be ready. We have the added motivation of Arsenal's battle continuing after the Brentford draw with this beautiful draw against Wolves, the capitulation. I think we win 2-0. I like our clean sheet. And I'm going to say minimum 2-0 because we know what can happen when Pep plays Eddie Howe. It can get really ugly. Mm-hmm. We can hang 4-5 on Eddie Howe. It happens. We did 3-1 in the Cup, last month. And so 3-1 wouldn't surprise me, but I'm going to say 2-0 with Gahey and Diaz back there. I'm holding it down.
You mentioned Trippier. Without Doku to kind of give him fits, do you still think we capitalize on him being food, as you called it?
Yes, sir. I think we go with that big front three of Marmoush, Holland, and Semenyo. And good luck stopping Semenyo or Marmoush. Yeah, you can't run with him.
That's fair.
And so, yeah, that's the vision I have for the match. And then, however he wants to configure the midfield, he does it. It could be O'Reilly. It could be O'Reilly, Bernardo, and Rodri. You could go Bernardo and Reinders and Rodri, whoever's out there, I think we're going to be good. So that's why I say a solid 2-0 win at home, knowing what we're playing for, to go within 2 of Arsenal, and they have to play the next day in the North London Derby with all that pressure going into Spurs. Come on, man. The scene is set.
Wait, and it's at the Beyonce Stadium too?
It is at the Beyonce Stadium. New manager bounce, first match for Tudor. Yeah.
That's funny. You call it the Beyonce Stadium.
Yeah, I like that. I'll say 3-1. So 2-0 Sharpie clean sheet. So yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Hopefully beat them down, and I'm gonna go from not watching any Arsenal matches up to the season to now I'm gonna be locked in. I want to watch this collapse in real time with my own eyes.
Crunk, can I confess what I confessed to you earlier?
Please do.
So, my brothers, I want to say this I hope this is a safe space for those listening.
Maybe Crunk's going to
clip it. So watching
I don't make no promises.
I said I hope. I didn't say it will be. The only way I knew about the equalizer in the Arsenal match is that at some point this season, I said, hey, I got to know Arsenal scores. I need to keep track of them. So I went on FOTMob and I turned on score alerts to Arsenal. Because I wanted to know when moments like this would happen. So really, it was past me knowing that Arsenal will be who they are. And I would have this moment of driving home after a long day and get the update right away that goes, oh, Wolves have scored and Arsenal drop points. So I follow Arsenal scores so I can know when they mess up. And I just hope that you all can accept me and still love me for who I am.
Of course. I do, at least.
I may not agree with the end result, but I admire your process in getting there. So I can let it slide.
And that's all I can ask for is openness. It's just to be receiving. Thank you, Tom.
We'll let it be. No issues here.
Good.
Thank you. It
Good.
means a
Good.
lot, y'all.
Good.
Appreciate
Good.
y'all.
Of course.
Brothers.
Of course.
Brothers.
We're here for you. Man. Oh man. This is so exciting. All right. Let's get to some Juki music. Baby Blue Baddies, our segment on City Women. So when we recorded last week, Jeggy had already did the interview, and I played some clips. So there's only one added part that I want to play that I didn't play last week. Overall, Jeggy said that he was disappointed about the drop points to Arsenal. Didn't get the best out of the ladies, especially in the first half, but they are ready to bounce back against Leicester City. He said he had no updates on Bunny Shaw's contract, but he did say this about Sam Coffey and her joining the squad.
No, she has brought a lot of things. We are a group with very good football players, and we added one more with Sam's quality. She's a little bit different from the other ones. I think she is more physical player than the other ones that we have in that position. She is more of a leader, also speaking a little bit more, taking more leadership in that on the field. So she's a little bit different, and I think that's good for us because that makes the dynamic of the team even better.
Yes,
He's not wrong.
No.
Like, everyone loves Yui, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Yui is just she's lovable, she's wonderful, but Yui is extremely technically gifted. The physicality, that is not her ministry. Also not her ministry is like being one of those vocal leaders, like, hey, you need to be there, hey, you need to be there. Like, that's not what she does. That doesn't take anything away from who Yui Hasegawa is as a player and a person. Because, again, we all love her.
Yes.
It just adds something different to this City midfield, which is like probably quietly becoming one of the best midfields in the league.
Bro.
Like, I mean, and just looking at this, what not Seb Hines like tried it out in that match on my birthday, like, was amazing. Like, Sam Coffey got her first start. Like, Yui Hasegawa started right beside her. Viv Miedema has like become like an actual playmaking 10. Like, and it's been, even the announcers have said it during the match. It was like just watching this relationship develop between Bunny Shaw and Viv Miedema, as with Viv Miedema as the 10, has been so dynamic to watch.
I'm with you. Yamashita, Kasparov, Rose, Kanak, Greenwood, Hasegawa, Coffey, Miedema, Caroline, Hemp, and Shaw. I want to play part of Jeggy's pre-match pep talk. Like, I'm almost positive that City are about to do a documentary on the City women's season. Like, it's just how much they are showing and like all the behind the scenes random things that they're doing. Like, it just feels like they're doing a City women doc, which if they are, I will be seated.
We talk a lot about good habits, and that's a great opportunity directly to show them. We counter press when we lose the ball. We're taking care of our players in the defending. We challenge the back line and encouraging each other to that the whole game. The other thing is patience. So last time we played them, it took a long time, but that because also we were patient. We kept on doing the things. Might be the same, but just keeping this positive attitude during the whole game, no matter what's happening. Just go on. The last thing, you know when we are at the best? When the shoulders are down and enjoying playing football. Then no team is better than us. So make sure you see that in each other today also.
Seb Hines is cooking.
So counterpoint to them making it. Maybe they just couldn't get this behind the scenes footage with the previous manager because none of the stuff that the previous manager said was either A, interesting, or
definitely
B,
wasn't interesting.
appropriate to play, and maybe even appropriate to say to players. I don't know. But it's probably
along those lines. The pre-match pressers for at least the last 2 months, they're all like 15, 16 minutes long. They're so long. I would be happy if with the previous people, because I'll even put Cushing in with this, they were like 8 minutes. They'd be like 8 minutes long, and it would be like pulling teeth. And everybody's asking questions. He's answering. Like, again, it's just the vibes are really nice there now, and you can definitely see it. But the speech worked. Man City 6, 0 Leicester City. Oh, Sharpie, were you about to say something, my boy?
Oh no, sorry, I was gonna wait for the match.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Go ahead.
So if you go back to the match that they played in December, it took 74 minutes before scoring the first goal, and then they scored 3 goals in 20 minutes. But Friday, it took them 22 minutes to then score 4 goals in 16 minutes. Progress. Bunny started the match with the only goal of hers, but she really should have had more. Brace of assists for Hemp, a brace of goals for Minima, a goal and an assist for both Hasegawa and Carolyn. Do you have a favorite of the 6 goals?
So my sentimental favorite was the Kiro to Yui goal because first of all, Yui Hasegawa scored a goal on my birthday. You can't tell me nothing. Like that, you can't tell me nothing. Second of all, that move that Karo made on the byline.
Sorry, man.
Like,
embarrassed her.
But the correct answer is the Caroline goal. Like that goal, like 100% world class. Like you're not. I don't know if a City player at any level of any gender is going to hit a shot that sweet the way that she hit that one.
I'm gonna raise you the Viv goal, and normally I am Carol's biggest fan, huge supporter, admirer, worshiper. But Viv's strike was crazy too. Like that's in the same match, and I think she did it first, I believe.
Yep.
And then Carol came back. So it's like those go neck and neck for me. So I'm gonna give Viv love for the shout, but I do think the answer is Caroline's goal, with my sentimental favorite being Abba's dribble.
See, and that was my favorite goal. So, but obviously it's really hard to pick one. So I'll just go through all 6 real quick. The first was the diving header from Bunny with a Hemp cross. Bunny had a few chances that either went right at the keeper or just narrowly missed. I believe she had like 4 shots on goal that match. So the fact that she got that was nice. Then Miedema, the banger just outside the box. The third was another goal by Miedema. It was the Lauren Hemp cross. What was funny about that Miedema header, she almost scored right before it, and then it bounced back out to Lauren Hemp, and that's how she knocked it back in. Miedema was asked about that after the match because they're like, you did not look happy that you scored that goal. And she's like, I was still just annoyed that I missed in the first place. So, like, there was no need for me to celebrate because I should have scored it in the first time. So I thought that was really funny. Then the fourth was the Hasegawa scoring after Carolyn Cook mailing. And then the fifth was the Caroline Rocket, which the keeper got a glove to, wasn't enough. That also was a shot from Miedema. Miedema shot, it bounced off a player, and you see Miedema like throw her head down being like, oh, I can't score. And then Carolyn smashes the ball into the goal. And then the sixth, which was my favorite, Fujino coming on, the press. She like flew towards the ball. Awful pass from the keeper.
The way that Yui Hasegawa and Abu Fujino jumped that Leicester player, like, no, this ball is mine. Mm-hmm. Like, you're not getting
no chance.
Like, it was, and I think another thing that's important to point out in this match is, like, it's not to say that Leicester didn't have their chances. Leicester probably had the first big chance of the match when Alicia Lehman hits a shot off the post, and like you were just certain that was going to go in. And then when it was 2-0, I think like she made a save, but like spilled the rebound. It goes to O'Brien, like, who's literally at the penalty spot and just bangs it off of the crossbar. So it wasn't as though Leicester was their like normal non-chance creating. They created, because there was a point when it was 2-0 after that O'Brien shot. I was like, we may be up 2-0, but I think Leicester might be playing better than us. And then we scored the third goal, and I was like, no, okay, we're good.
They heard you. And I want to show love, like I said at the beginning of the episode, Naomi Mouchon, absolute baller. She completed the most dribbles in the match. She won the most duels in the match. She was there. She was ready to take on Man City. It's a shame that a chunk of her teammates were not. I think she would.
They just aren't good enough, Krung. They tried really hard.
They did try really hard. They're not.
Like
they're
like,
not.
I don't think they were just like, nah, we don't care. Fuck it. They were just like, oh, she has the talent to leave us, and we are at this level. Like, she should not stay there after this year. She needs to get a move.
No, she does. Hey, we got UWCL next season. Mouchon, come and be
the understudy, the bunny.
Like, please, like, I think you would cook. She, when it comes to like dribbles per 90, dribbles won in the league, I think she leads it by a long shot. Like, she is just fantastic. She has size, she has speed. Again, 22, so has the youth. Kid just really came to Leicester City. This is her second season, so still very new, still learning. I was very, very impressed by her in that match.
Wait, real quick, do we have the space for another striker? And I only say that because, like, Mary Fowler is not healthy.
Technically, no.
And our bench,
No.
we're full. Like,
Not really.
Mary can play a striker.
I'm just being
Viv
greedy.
can do it. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking too. I'm like, wait, I want this, and I don't think we have the numbers for it.
Well, but I
because even Benet won't be able to get on when Mary comes back. Like, somebody's gonna have to sit if we're all healthy.
Or they'll do what to Benet what they did in this match and just sub her on for Casper.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying when everybody's fit, like Mary Fowler wasn't on the bench. Yeah, like
Fowler,
roster size.
Loman, like there are people.
I guess you're saying like, hey, Coombs retires. If Coombs leaves, then Mary like takes her spot. I'm thinking like numbers of players who are available.
Well, and I'm also like thinking, I don't know, like Viv just signed it was just a 2-year contract. Oh, she did? Okay.
Oh no, I see what you're saying. Her original deal. I thought she signed an extension though, right?
I don't know that.
No,
it expires
not
2027.
Yet.
So we
okay. So she's going into her last season.
Yeah.
Got you. Like her and Bunny both need new deals.
Yeah.
Because this works. Don't mess it up.
Bunny's gone this summer. Niedema's gone in 2 years. Yeah.
That's why they both need new deals.
Yes.
Again, let's just lock it down, everybody. Because they locked up Lauren Hemp back to back. Could not, like, people got deals, and then we're just waiting on hers. Or those last two Titans. But yeah, that was a performance that gave me hope for the men. And once again, when you bet on men, you lose. And so, yeah, the women set the bar so high and the men couldn't reach it. But hey, what's our point? Do we only need like, is it 11 points now?
11.
To win the title?
Yep. It's 11. Yeah. It's 11.
3 wins, 2 draws, and we ain't drawing nothing. 4 wins, and it's all right, y'all.
The craziest thing is that we're about to take this month-long sabbatical from WSL play with the FA Cup coming up this weekend, and then the international break, and then I guess it's the EFL. Yeah, that weekend's the EFL Cup. Yeah. So, like, you love to see a team being formed of this nature, and like you hate to see that big pause in match fixtures, especially when you know it's just 11 points.
Yep. February 22nd, this Sunday, they take on Sheffield United in a match that will not be televised. This now makes the fourth straight FA Cup match from Man City that we will not be able to watch.
Okay, have a different take.
Okay.
Yes, it sucks for us as international fans. And one of the biggest points about the FA Cup is that you want fans to go to those matches. You want them to go to stadiums they wouldn't normally go to. You want them to experience environments that they don't necessarily go to. The FA Cup is an experience about fan attendance at the match. And I cannot fault the FA or WPLL for deciding like, hey, we're going to keep the tradition of the FA Cup for the women the same as we do for the men. And that means like we are trying to drive people to go watch this match. So again, I would encourage anyone, if you are able to, purchase a ticket to go see for the Joy Stadium and go see the women put this possibly historical beatdown on Sheffield United women, because it'll be fun. Like, so I yes, it does suck for us as international fans, and I think that knowing what the competition is, we have to keep that space for fans attending the matches.
But that's not us, Nuga. We can watch the FA Cup for the men's side.
It didn't used to be that way.
That's fair. Okay.
R.I.P. FA player.
Right.
R.I.P. FA player.
So this is the second time that City have faced Sheffield United. Back in January 2023, Man City won 7-0 in the same competition. Bunny Shaw had a hat trick. Chloe Kelly, Castellanos, and Julie Blackstad all scored. Out of the 18 players on that 2023 squad, only 6 are still Man City players. Shaw, Hasagawa, Greenwood, Casper and Fowler, who came on as subs, and Hemp, who didn't play. So, win big. We technically have a stronger squad this season. As long as we win by one decent, no injuries. Let's get. Well, again, they're about the game's February 22nd. The next game isn't until March 15th, so almost a whole month off. Play whoever as long as he wants. Let them play. I don't care.
I wonder if this is a match in which Joe Montemurro picked up the phone and was like, hey, Nasseb Hines? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I need you to start Mary Fowler. Like, I just need her to play the first 45 minutes. You can take her off at halftime, but I need you to start her. What do you mean, why? Have you seen what Sam Kerr is doing, not doing at Chelsea right now? Have you seen that? I can't do that. I need to know something else is going to cook for me. So please start her. I appreciate it. Okay, cool. Bet. Bye.
So is the Japanese manager asking to start or sit Alba and Yui?
Probably start Alba because she hasn't been playing, and sit Yui.
Start Alba, sit Yui.
But we know Yui is a robot.
Yeah, she's definitely playing.
She doesn't not play. Like, she always plays 90 minutes. It's actually pretty scary what is in her body. Her lung capacity is crazy.
It's
like,
insane.
why don't you get tired? She got the Kevin Gacy lungs. Like, I don't get tired.
I seen something the other day that was talking about Yui, and it was like she's so unaccustomed to actually coming off the pitch that the last time she came off, she didn't know what to do. She just went straight down the tunnel because she didn't know. Like, I don't know what to do. I just walked.
It's over.
Like, this is strange. What's going on?
When I leave, the match is done. I don't know what y'all do, but I always
I would just go to the locker room.
When the match is
sit in the stands.
when the match is over, when I was done playing in the match, I just go to the locker room.
Right. I do want to say this, guys. There's going to be these weird breaks. Like, you mentioned the one from the international break, right? Mm-hmm. But then you got the break right now from March 29th to April 26th in the league. The only match in between that will be when we go to the quarterfinals after this one. Like, we're going to beat Sheffield United. The quarterfinal is Sunday, the 5th of April. And then it's basically 3 weeks off until we play Brighton in April 26th. Like, it's just a very weird end of the year.
Wouldn't the semifinals, aren't the semifinals in there?
They're not till May. Semifinal, I'm looking on website. Semifinal is May 10th, so that would be a week after the Liverpool match, and then they end the season on a Friday night.
Christmas.
So it's just like a bunch of space after you get this rhythm. But we had this early in the year, right? And it was gaps, and then we came back and got hot. We stayed hot because we won 13 in a row. So I mean, credit to the girls, like the women who we lost one match and it didn't become two. It didn't become we dropped points. We're not the Arsenal men. So I said that earlier, like we had similarities. We've now proven that we aren't going to bottle this. They like to play with bottles. So we don't.
We, as the number one team in the league, handily dispatched the team in last place.
They cannot say the same.
That's a different story.
Not so much.
Yeah.
So over under 3.5 goals.
Over.
Hammer the over.
Yo, this is not going to be
Salford.
That team we just lost. Salford. Yeah, no. Not with those killers we got. We got some killers on the women's side. Like, that front five is eating. And we being able to play as a 10 because of Coffee on the pitch, if he wants to do that, man, it's nasty work up there. That press is crazy.
Yeah.
And
I wonder what Hobby start. I wonder what Hobby starts so bad.
That's real. Yeah.
Let Greenwood chill.
I think Greenwood needs a rest. Like, not to say that like she's
nothing's
not
wrong.
Nothing's wrong. Like, just also shout out to Wahhabi for her 100th appearance in the City shirt. That's pretty huge. I believe her contract is up this season, right? Is that right, or is it?
I believe so. Or next year. It's either last year, next year.
I mean, if it is this year, it would be dope to send her out with a league title. If it's next year, it would be dope to send her out with a UWCL trophy. Like, either one. Like
the Spaniard who stayed. The Spaniard who stayed. The one that matters.
The one that matters.
Yeah, it's the summer.
Sadly,
nope, not gonna do it.
I wish the other one feels better. Yeah, it is the summer.
It is the summer.
Yeah, go out with a parade. Ooh, we might get joint parade, y'all. We are so close.
I've been begging for this for years.
Points away.
Yes.
I've been begging for this for years.
It's possible.
I think they
not
do
guaranteed.
One parade with both teams, or they do separate.
I'll hope the whole thing. Everybody
together. I would hope they do it together.
I think they would do it together. I really do.
Yeah.
Like,
you can wait till the end of the season,
right?
Yeah.
Like,
don't they wait? They normally wait till after the FA Cup. Because we did that one year, right? They did the parade before the FA, and then we lost to Man United because everybody was hungover.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah, it could be fun. It could be a thing.
I think it'd be amazing.
I'm gonna manifest it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because they're done on May 15th, and the men are done on May 24th. So yeah.
Oh yeah, they just have to wait a couple weeks.
Just wait a week.
Yeah.
You party all week, and then we come back. Yeah.
Correct. Like, plus, like, I mean, I would pay good money to see Yui Hasegawa and Phil Foden on a parade float together.
Like, just being awkward together?
Yes, just being weird together. Just like,
I don't feel like there would be any intermingling there.
Yeah, it would just be.
I think they would keep the buses separate. I think so, only because
you don't think they would split? Put
no.
mixture?
I mean, I know they split up the team, so maybe they do, right? Because they always split up the men's players on different buses. So you would hope so. We don't have to segregate. We're past that in America. But I also don't see them. I feel like they don't intermingle that much at campus. Like, they just be on their own things. Like, you be over here.
That's true.
Yeah, and like Carol, I know Carol and Bunny, they gonna be lit. And like, who, now that Jesus is taking over.
Savinho and Carol, little Brazilian samba situation. Yeah. That's the carnival flow right there. We getting lit on that one. That's the. Come on. Let's have some fun. Fernandinho fly in, get all the Brazilians. Everybody cook up. Kaiki, where you at? Everybody pull up.
Right.
It was funny last year because that was when we were in London, and the Arsenal women, they had their parade, but the Arsenal men had bottled the league. Well, they didn't bottle the league. Liverpool had won it, whatever. So like all of the Arsenal fans in general just went to the women's parade because they got to celebrate something. I'd be interested to know, like, let's, of course we want to have trophies on both sides, but let's just to say for the sake of this that only the women won, how many people would turn out for the women's parade? You would hope that City fans of all, men, women, boy, girl, whatever would be there, but
I think it would actually be as shocking because I'm starting to see a lot of accounts who never posted about City women are now always posting about City women, and I enjoy that.
They're trying to be like you, bro.
Welcome to the reporting.
Well, they get
right. It was like, hey, you late, but
they late, but you're here. And you have
everybody loves a winner, right?
Like
that's the thing. Winners come out. Good. You want to celebrate. Everybody, people have daughters. People have, what I'm saying? Like these things make sense, but sadly, when people had a chance to show up and see the women in person for a match, it was only, I believe, 13,000 people in Etihad or something of that number. So I would say like somewhere around half to 60% of the normal turnout for the men, which would still be crazy because, again, nobody's seen a parade for the women in 10 years.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it'll be bigger than the last time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think it'll be a good turnout, though. But I hope we do get the double. The double will be fire.
The double will be insane.
Like a Bunny and Erling boat, like the strikers together. Come on, man.
Do position
you
groups.
Positionally, you did it country league, like country based, or just region. Like you got Brazil and Jamaica over here. You got the Asian conglomerate, including Australia in that. You got, continental Europe, the Brits. You can break it up however you want. You got fun. Phil and Lauren Hemp, just two little people together. It'd be cute.
I think I need to do that. Like
tiny left footers. Tiny left footers.
Okay. What were you about to say, Tom?
So I do want to give a shout out to the city of Manchester as a whole. In the last Manchester Derby, there were 17,000 in the Etihad. Again, that's nowhere near capacity, but like it was more than there were for the Chelsea match. So, and I would imagine that a lot of that is like some United fans like okay, we're gonna go across town and watch this match.
It's 20 minutes away. Yeah,
right.
Most definitely. All right, that is everything. I want to also show some love to Sam Coffey. We mentioned that she got the start. She was absolutely amazing in that match against Leicester City. Obviously, we'll need to see with tougher competition, but she held things down in that midfield by herself. Like I was just calling it Coffee Island, and that allowed UE to get up in an attack and help, and they're going to be able to cook. And I'm very excited about this midfield, what they're going to be able to do together.
I think that this match was definitely the match where you saw like, if we play Blinky, we can't play a single pivot, but we can play a single pivot if we play Coffee. She's comfortable doing that. So, she ain't nobody's fast, but she's always in position.
She knows where to be. And, just her experience and everything makes up for it. And in worst case, you have Jade Rose flying up there, taking people out. We're good.
Right.
Yep. She's also just taking longer strides, bro. It takes her less strides to get places. Seriously, the height matters. You saw it.
No, that's
if
true.
she was on the pitch for the Mariana drive, she's gonna at least foul Mariana because she's big. Her leg's gonna stuck in, and we're good. Tactical foul, no goal. But because Yui was just trotting along, the baby steps. You can't teach height.
That's real.
I also wonder if this is going to be a match where we see. Maybe we don't see Yui start. Maybe more for the standpoint of hey Blinky, hey Coffee, I need you all. I need you two to start together because I need to know what life without Yui's gonna look like.
Ooh, this is the only dry run before the next because of the international break. Yeah, that's a really good shot.
Exactly.
Yeah, same with the age. And honestly,
Keating,
I get why you want to play Mary Fowler, but in reality, it's I actually might just bring her on as a sub because, like you said, I want to get time with the 11 that's gonna be here.
Start Keating
in March.
Right.
Yeah. See what happens. Don't let Alba come off the bench with Mary. You start your same front three, and they get a half, and you can do half and half. Honestly,
legit.
Yeah, it could be a FIFA match. Switch out the front five in the second half, or 4 to 5.
Yeah,
keep pushing.
I love it.
Yeah, good time.
Oh, and I forgot to one more song to laugh at. Those little water squirters, the ones that you dip it, you just take the pop off and you dunk it in the water, and then you just pump the gun. That's our song.
Not even a super soaker.
No. That's oh, Arsenal, are so pathetic. Show bros, let Shady Gang know where they can find you and the things that you do. Tom Bomb, we'll start with you.
You can find me on the 12. The 12, that's the WSL podcast that you should be listening to. And if there is a social media app and I use it, you can find me at TomBomb816.
Hey, Tarek.
On Tuesday nights, you can find me on YouTube with Talk Back Tuesdays live stream that I do on Tuesday nights on YouTube. Just search for Tarek Peterson on YouTube and you can find me there. But you can find me on social media every other day on just all the different social media sites at Tarek Peterson. And that'll get you to me.
Tarek, was I tripping or did I see that you went for 3 hours on Tuesday?
Bruh.
I saw 3:17 when I looked at my YouTube. And I was like, yo, he's healthy.
You notice I ain't coughing today?
Yeah,
that's how you know your boy is back.
He's back.
I was just going. And what happens is, you get about an hour and a half into it. And then you get somebody does a raid. And so now you get a whole new audience that's all in the chat, and so now you just going into
Got the second
different topics,
wind.
come up, whatever.
Yep.
So yeah, I was like, we've been going for 3 hours. I got to get off here.
I was like, this is Oppenheimer. I looked at it. Oh my gosh,
yeah,
this is crazy. The Odyssey with Tarek.
We got to go.
Tarikius,
Ooh, I was like, ooh.
Oh, I love it.
Put him in a Trojan horse.
Yeah.
I'm just Sharpie Charlie on socials. You can find me on the watch along this Saturday for the men only as we take down Newcastle, but I'll be with the homie Crunk. Me and Crunk, y'all, we did 4 days in a row. We had our own 4-peat last week. That was crazy.
Y'all really did.
We held it down. That's my guy right there. But yeah, man.
Oh, at Shades of Blue and W, if we are on the apps, and we are on basically all of them, at Shades of Blue NW. Until next time, you know the vibes. Shady Gang, Shady Gang, Shady.